James Lennis. I have a technique to show you on how to clean your wine glass and to reduce the amount you might be breaking already. So I'll show you that technique, so stay tuned. So on a yearly basis, I'm breaking 1 to 2 dozen wine glasses. Now that's a lot. I'd rather be spending that 1 to 2 dozen on a really nice bottle of wine, a heritage bottle of wine, a very fine bottle of wine that I'm gonna put in my cellar. But instead I'm buying wine glasses. I think it's really one of those things that's, you can't reduce it 100%. I wish you could. There's no silver bullet there. But what you can do is reduce it. And more importantly, it's important to do that, but it's also really important to do so in a framework of safety. This is glass, it can break and it can be dangerous. And, I was filming one day and I, cut, a stem and it snapped really quickly. And luckily I caught it just quickly enough where it didn't cut myself. It could have happened very, very easily because I was in a hurry. I thought I'm gonna use a lot of brute force, and that didn't work at all. It was a very bad recipe. Now, in the wine world, everything's a controversy and everybody's trenched in on their opinions, and there's only one perfect way of doing things. Actually, there might be in a few things, but ultimately, I think there's room for movement on a lot of things, especially your wine glass cleaning. What I think is really important to think about is how to clean your wine glass a way that is pleasing to you. I do use a dishwasher. I think it's important to do. My technique is to put in the dishwasher, but also a lot of people are talking about no soap in the dishwasher, but yet they use soap in terms of cleaning in the sink itself. Now, I'm not really that bothered by soap. I think it's going to, I use a rinse aid with that. Is it going to coat the wine glass? Probably so. But I think there's really no perfect method. These I did not put in the dishwasher, but I also want to point out to you, you want to be really careful when you put in the dishwasher because that's where a lot of breakage will occur. And that's because you put this really unique shape here. This is really thin and it can move back and forth pretty easily if you're not, balancing it correctly and putting other wine glasses in the dishwasher. That's one method of, your wine glasses breaking pretty rapidly. Now, I think the other method is, snapping through hand washing. What I'm gonna use are 2 tools to clean and one way of holding the wine glass that's really, really essential. Now, this is lens paper that you might use for your glasses or your camera. It works on wine glasses very nicely, as well as a kitchen towel. I spritz these in the sink. And so what I wanna show you here is simply this. When you're washing your wine glass, do not hold it from here, the base. Do not hold it from the stem. You can hold that from the stem when you're drinking the wine, but not when you're cleaning it, because you're gonna use a lot more force cleaning it than you are gonna be drinking from it. So the most obvious thing to do is to hold it from the base. And it doesn't matter if it's a roundish base or a square base like this glass here, they're easily held. So I'm gonna use the lens paper first. I'm going to go around here, and up here is obviously the lipstick marks or the moisturizer from your chapstick that's gonna get on there, and work on that first. This is actually a really, really nice tool, and it's actually looking very handsome right now. I do see some streaks in it that I will wanna get out, but because I put a spritz in there, I'm able to get a little more moisture in there and water to work on those particular issues. So this is helpful, right? But this is also helpful. So again, hold it from the bowl. And what I really don't recommend is, definitely do so carefully. So do so carefully, don't exert too much pressure, right? And if you're gonna put both sides with fingers on there, use it very gently. Do not use any pressure of any significant force, and quickly let that go. And then you can actually, if you find his fingerprints, what I do, and very gently, you're gonna press down just a little bit and get those fingerprints out, right? There you go. Use gravity to help you out, and that's a lot better looking. In this glass here, I'm going to use a little bit of that water that I got from spritzing it and polishing with the tissue paper, the lens paper, and sounding really good here. It's a little dirty in the bottom, but that's something I can hold with the base, and just washing that on the bottom, on the foot of the wine glass. There we go. Again, gentle pressure. And go back here, and you can, again, holding from the base, work around, and you can put this inside the wine glass to dry out any sort of moist spots in the wine glass when you gave it a spritz. There we go. And that's looking a lot better. So that's looking beautifully. And so the base here, you know, it's a little more difficult, but what I do is put a little more water and I actually put it on the cloth itself, on the lens paper, and use just holding gently and wiping gently will really get those watermarks off. So it looks good. It's ready for my guests. So now both wine glasses are nice to serve in my video here, or to serve on my tasting table for my guests. And so to reduce any sort of pressure, either if it's this is actually one that breaks pretty easily. Actually, this one is too. And truth be told, they all break really easily. There's not a lot of significant physics here to break a wine glass. It's actually easily done, but it's also to reduce those risks and to reduce that for yourself who's cleaning the wine glasses, or anybody else who might be doing that. Too many people are snapping wine glasses, and I'm more concerned about safety more than anything else. So be safe, be careful, don't overexert, don't use too much pressure. So you can get this lens paper anywhere and use a very nice porous kitchen towel to gently dry your wine glasses. So I hope this works for you. It's helped me out. I've studied this for the past 6 months in my own tasting table experience, and I've reduced the number of wine glass breakage. Great thing. I wish we were down to no breakage, but that's not possible. But I can reduce that down to say 25, 30, 40%, and that feels really good. Thank you for watching. Let's stay connected. More videos to come on general wine subject matter like this, or wine specific reviews, and they're to come. So thank you for your support. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WordPress. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Salute.